Dear students, today we will discuss about the topic the kingdom system of organism classification, especially about five kingdom scheme. The six concepts of the kingdom system of organism classification are as follows. First, two kingdom system. Second, three kingdom system. Third, four kingdom system. Fourth, five kingdom system. Fifth, six kingdom system. Six, eight kingdom system. First of all, we will discuss about two kingdom system. This scheme of two kingdom system was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Hence, it is also known as Linnaeus concept. When we look long back in the prehistoric time, we find that man used to consider two different kinds of population, plants and animals, existing on the planet Earth. Even in our ancient Indian literature, we find mention of Achar and Sachar. Achar means non-motile, it is used for plant, and Sachar means motile organism and it means animals. Such as Jar for non-motiles means for plants and Chetan for motile organism means for animals. Early in the history, however, this pre-scientific opinion become formalized in scientific terms. Carolus Linnaeus, 1758, recognized two primary kingdoms, the Plantae and Animalia, on the basis of some structural and functional character such as locomotion, response to external stimuli, mode of nutrition, conductile and contractile system, and also cell wall. Organisms that freely moved from one place to another well responded to external stimuli, ate holophagous food means engulfed total food or the whole organism, possessed conductile and contractile system in their body, and that lacked cell wall were considered to be animals and put under the kingdom Animalia. Contrary to it, the organism that did not freely move from one place to another means non-motile, did not respond to external stimuli, did not eat food, it means they are not consumer, they are producer, lacked conductile and contractile system in their body, and that possess cell wall were considered to be plant and put under kingdom Plantae. Now we will discuss about three kingdom system. Three kingdom system was given by Ernest Haeckel, hence also called Haeckel's concept. Although the two kingdom system suited at the level of well developed advanced organisms, it failed to satisfy biologists at the level of microbial form of life. It means it is not up to date, and we can say the scientists or the biologists were not satisfied by the binomial nomenclature, by the two kingdom scheme of Carolus Linnaeus, because the microbial system or the microbes were did not included either in plant or in animals. Many of the microbes possessed both plant-like and animal-like characters simultaneously, and many other enjoyed such as characters which were unique to them and not found either in plant or animals. It means some bacteria or the microbes, they have character like plant, some other have character like animals, and some have unique characters. It means they did not have character of animals or plants. Haeckel suggested that the inconsistencies of the two kingdom system could be avoided by the recognition of third kingdom, and he proposed Protista as a new kingdom or third kingdom to accommodate organism exhibiting characters either common to both plant or animal or unique to their own. Thus, a three kingdom system consisting of kingdom Protista, Plantae, and Animalia come into being. This arrangement by Haeckel was done on the basis of morphological complexities and tissue system, division of labor, and mode of nutrition. Now, we will discuss about four kingdom scheme or four kingdom system. This scheme was proposed by Copeland, hence also called Copeland's concept of four kingdom. Although the three kingdom system of Haeckel provided logical solution for the inconsistency of two kingdom system, it could not remain unchallenged. With the discovery of electron microscope by Knoll and Ruska in 1932, it became possible to examine the structure of cell and cell organelles with very high degree of resolution. Copeland 1959 came forward with a four kingdom system of the classification of the living being. He created a new kingdom named Monera to accommodate lower protists such as the prokaryotic protists, for example, bacteria and blue-green algae included in this group, and the retain the higher protists, for example, the eukaryotics means algae other than blue-green algae, fungi and protozoans under the kingdom protists, but he called this kingdom as Protoctista. Now we will discuss about five kingdom scheme, and this scheme was given by Whittaker, hence also called Whittaker's five kingdom scheme. R.S. Whittaker 1969 proposed a five kingdom scheme of animal kingdom named Monera, Protista, fungi, also called Mycophyta, Plantae, and Animalia. Whittaker's system of organism classification is based on evolutionary relationship of phenotype means morphological characteristic in which three level of cellular organism are thought to have evolved along three different line of nutritional strategies such as photosynthesis, absorption, and ingestion. The phenotypic characteristics taken into account to raise five kingdom by Whittaker are as follows. Number 1, cell type prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Second, level of organization solitary or colonial, unicellular organization or multicellular organization, and third one is nutritional type. Now we will discuss on kingdom Monera, means Whittaker given five kingdoms, and first is Monera. In Monera, Archaebacteria, bacteria and cyanobacteria included. The Monera the kingdom Monera have following characteristics. First one is the Moneron consists of all the prokaryotes and majority of them are represented by the smallest organism on earth. It means all monerans are prokaryotes. It means they have no nucleus, and or we can say the nuclear membrane is absent there along with other cell organelles. Second one is the nuclei of the moneron are not organized with the nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, chromatin fiber, nucleoli, and are referred to as incipient nuclei. Third, the moneron cells typically lack in cell organelles such as chloroplast, mitochondria, and other membrane bound organelles such as endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, etc. Fourth, the photosynthetic pigments are present in the form of chromatophores, which can be compared with a single lamella of a granum in the plastid or chloroplast of algae and higher plants. Fifth, the respiratory enzymes, which are mainly the concern of mitochondria in their organisms, however, are present along the infoldings of plasma membrane called mesosomes. 6. Nutrition absorptive, chemosynthetic, photoheterotrophic or photoautotrophic type. Since many of the monerons are photosynthetic, they possess photosynthetic pigments, but the same are different from those of other photosynthetic organisms. Seventh, the monerons possess cell walls except mycoplasma and some other archaebacteria. Beyond any doubt, but the cell wall composition is unique. Unlike other organisms, the chief constituent of the moneron cell wall is peptidoglycan except archaebacteria, in which the main constituent is thought to be usually proteoneous. Eighth, flagella, if present, are 8 stranded lacking 9 plus 2 arrangement. Each strand is made up of a protein named flagellin. Ninth, the monerons are also unique in having a specific type of ribosome distributed in cytoplasm having 70S, means 70 sedimentation coefficient as against 80 sedimentation coefficient. 10th, moneros reproduce asexually, they lack true sexual reproduction. 11th, the mode of recombination of hereditary characters in the monerons can attributed to alternative pathway of sexually parasexuality, namely transformation, conjugation, transduction, and mutation. Now, 12th point, the nuclear genetic material in monerons is represented by a single molecules of DNA per cell, and the cell division does not involve any precision in the distribution of genetic material among the daughter cell. This is accomplished by a process known as amitosis. Now, second kingdom of five kingdom is Protista. First, we have earlier discuss about Monera, and now we will discuss about Protista. In Protista, phytoplankton, phytoplanktonic algae, protozoan, and slime molds included. The characters of protists are as follows. First is eukaryotic with solitary or colonial unicellular organization without any differentiation into tissue and organs. It means protists have eukaryotic, or they may be solitary or colonial. Eukaryotic means nucleus and other cell organelles present in cytoplasm. Second point is mostly aquatic form called planktons. The planktons may be photosynthetic and cell wall present, also called phytoplankton, or may be non photosynthetic and wall-less, also called zooplankton. Third point is nutritional, absorptive, photosynthetic or ingestive photosynthetic pigments are chloroplast or chlorophyll present in plastid or chloroplast. Fourth point, the protistian cell possess cell organelles such as mitochondria, lysosome, centriole, and other membrane bound organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, etc. Fifth point, the cellular organization is of two envelope type. For example, besides plasma membrane, internal membrane occur around certain organelles. Sixth point, genetic material is organized in the form of a true nucleus. DNA is associated with histone protein. Flagella, next point, seventh point, flagella, if present, are 11 stranded with 9 plus 2 arrangement and are made up of a protein named tubulin. Eighth point, all forms reproduce asexually. Many have true sexual reproduction with plasmogamy, karyogamy, and meiosis. However, an embryo stage is absent here. Now, the third kingdom, fungi, and we will discuss about the characteristics of this kingdom, animals of or the organism of this kingdom. First is fungi are obliquitous, found in any consentable habitat. Second, they are versatile by virtue of their high degree of adaptability. Anything that can be decomposed to yield energy invite fungi to colonize it. Third, they are eukaryotes, but their eukaryotism is specific in some aspects. The fungal nuclei are minute to the extent that they cannot be easily observed in compound microscope. They are so plastic that they pass easily through minute septal pores. The nuclear division of fungi is intranuclear. For example, the nuclear membrane is persistent and stages of division complete within it by the process called karyokoriosis. नेक्स्ट जो है वी विल Fourth one, one to all know fungi are heterotrophic and absorb food from environment employing extracellular digestion. Fifth point, the vegetative body of fungi is usually filamentous and the filaments is called a hypha, which is a thread-like, extensively branched and surrounded by cell wall. Sixth point, the vegetative body, even when it formed tissue, it never differentiated into root and shoot, and most important of all, has no specialized vessel for internal transportation of nutrition. Next, seventh, the cell wall is characteristically mainly constituted of chitin, commonly called fungal cellulose. Recently, cellulose has been found as chief constituent of cell wall membrane of some omycetes. Eighth, fungi reproduce usually asexually and sexually by means of asexual and sexual spores respectively. The main asexual spore formed are either sporangiosspores formed by or formed inside sporangia, or they are nidospore conidia formed exogenously on hyphae or specializal hyphal branch called conidiophores. The sexual spore are oospore, zygospore, ascospore and basidiospore. Ninth point, the residual food material is glycogen, such as starch in animal. Now, the fourth kingdom of five kingdom scheme, that is Plantae, and in Plantae macroalgae and plants included. We can see following characters in this, the organism of this kingdom. First is primarily autotrophic. It means all the organism of this kingdom is autotrophic in habit. Some have heterotrophic also. It means primarily autotrophic and some heterotrophic and a few saprophytic. Second one is organism multicellular, except some algae with the walled. It means the organism or the animals of organism, not animals, because the kingdom is Plantae. Hence, organism is multicellular with walled and frequently vacuolated eukaryotic cells. Third point, simple multicellular to advanced tissue organization. Hence, multicellularity present and advanced tissue organization also present. Fourth point, autotrophism by means of photosynthesis. Photosynthetic pigments are chlorophyll present in the plastid or chloroplast. Fifth point, reproduction primarily sexual with haploid and diploid stage alternating with each other, alternation of generation also present. Haploid stage reproduce a higher member of the kingdom. Haploid stage reduces in higher number of the kingdom. Sixth point, development of individuals as a result of sexual reproduction proceeds from solid embryo except in the algal groups. Seventh point, food reservoir is usually starch and fat. Eighth point, growth is usually indefinite, growing point well defined. Now, the fifth kingdom of five kingdom scheme is Animalia, and in Animalia group, invertebrate and vertebrate animals included except protozoan. The characteristic of this kingdom are as follows. First, individuals are multicellular with wall-less eukaryotic cells. Second is multicellularity accompanied with cellular tissue and organ system level of body organization with complex cell junction. Third one is nutrition primarily ingestive with digestion in an internal cavity, but some forms are also absorb food and shown lake digestive cavity. Fourth point, reproduction mainly sexual with meiosis forming gametes, haploid stage other than gametes almost lacking above lower phyla. Fifth point is zygote develop into an embryo. 6. Animals are motile and mobile except few earlier form like animals of phylum Porifera such as sponges. Seventh point, muscle cells present for mobility and nerve cell for conduction of impulses. Eighth, centriole occur in cells. Now we will discuss about the sixth kingdom scheme. Sixth kingdom scheme was proposed by Gray and Doolittle, and hence also called concept of Gray and Doolittle or Gray-Doolittle's concept. Though Whittaker's five kingdom scheme solved many problems, lack of distinctions between Archaebacteria and Archaebacteria, which is also called Archaea, and bacteria remained untouched. It means in five kingdom scheme, Archaebacteria and Eubacteria remain untouched. Gray and Doolittle in 1982 proposed to classify organism into two super kingdom, the Prokaryota and Eukaryota. The super kingdom Prokaryota further divided into two kingdom, Archaebacteria and second is Eubacteria, whereas the super kingdom Eukaryota divided into four kingdoms. They are as follows: Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Such as Gray and Doolittle divided the whole organism into six kingdom. They are Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Therefore, they suggest adopting six distinct kingdom to classify all the organisms. According to this proposal, the microorganisms is spread in four kingdom: Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, Protista, Fungi, out of six. Now we will discuss eight kingdom scheme, which was given by Cavalier Smith in 1987. An eight kingdom system was given by Cavalier Smith in 1987 using ultrastructural characteristic as well as RNA sequences. The empire bacteria consists of two kingdoms, the eubacteria and the archaebacteria. The empire eukaryota consists 6 kingdom of eukaryotes: archezoa, protozoa, chromista, fungi, plantae and animalia. Archezoa and chromista are the 2 new kingdom of eukaryotes. Such as today we have discussed animal classification or the kingdom system of organism classification, and the 5 kingdom scheme, which is also a part of your syllabus, we have discussed in detail. I think you all have understand and will be benefited. Thank you.